right, I'm here at Bunnin Chevrolet. We were supposed to eat at this, my friends are going to eat at this place over here, RQ Kitchen. For some reason, it's connected to this Chevrolet dealership. But let's take a quick look around. All right, looks like they're ready to sell some cars. Let's see if there's anything cool here. Maybe I'll buy a Corvette or something. All right, Bunnin Chevrolet. How you doing? So we're gonna try this barbecue place. It's inside your dealership. Wow. Okay, so I'll take the Corvette. I'll get some ribs.
Okay, perfect.
And I'll call it a day. All right. Oh, you got a Charger. Look at this. Got everything. Got a Corvette over there. Got a. I think that's a Challenger over there. Bunnin Chevrolet. All right. So my friends, apparently this dealership does have a barbecue place inside. So. There's even another biker over there. But anyway, Bunnin Chevrolet. This I wasn't planning to do a video on the ride today. Oh, they even got a C5 Corvette. I should take a look at that. I'm thinking about buying a C5. Except it's a convertible. I'm not a big fan of convertibles. Anyway, I wasn't planning to do any recording on this ride right now, but I couldn't resist. So this is the video today, my friends. Car dealership. All right, should I buy this Corvette? If it was a hardtop, a coupe, I'd be more interested. I really don't like convertibles too much. But oh well. Yeah, I tell you, how much is this thing? I don't tell you. I don't see a price. No price. Good looking car though. All right, I'm gonna go meet my friends now and go get some food. I just think it's funny that this dealership also has a barbecue place inside. Anyway, let's see what we see. Okay, I'm inside the dealership, and yeah, they do have a restaurant right where the cars are and everything. And they have some classic cars. You also have a new Vet. All right, so there's the new C8 Corvette. They got a classic one over there. What is this?
Hey, Darlene.
Continental? Buick? Is this a Buick? I don't know if that's a Buick or not. There's a Mercedes, of course. And this Camaro right here, this one right here, my mom had a Camaro just like that. She loved that car. But she eventually sold it for, I think, $3,000. But yeah, look at this thing. Oh man, I drove this car a few times. It was a pretty cool car. We got a Jeep. Let's see, there's the restaurant. I have to say, this is a pretty good marketing gimmick because people come in here just to eat and then you end up buying a car. I even had one of the sales guys say, hey, do you want to buy a Corvette? I said, well, maybe. This is a really nice Corvette. I can't get inside. They have the door locked, but they got the window open. He says this is $80,000, this car. 80. Let's see if I can, there we go. So for 80,000 bucks, my friends, you could own this puppy. Oh, but this Camaro, he says it's only, I think, $5,000. So you want to pay $5,000, you can own that puppy. Not too bad. XL, so you're going to buy this car, XL? How much is this Continental? XL's rich. Okay, I'm inside the C5 Corvette. I had to get in the passenger side because the driver's side's too close to the other car. I didn't want to damage the paint. But it's a nice car. Look at that. Got this square. $80,000, my friend. 80. So it's too rich for my blood. But it's really nice. Got a nice little interior here. Look at that. Nice. Got a cup holder. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe one day when I hit the lottery or something. This car is supposed to have some kind of, it's a good car, but I have heard that the transmission could be a bit of an issue. So if you buy this puppy, make sure you go to warranty. My guitar. right, my friends. Oh, I hope you can hear me. I think my strap is covering up the covering up the mic here. Anyway, you got the Oz here with you, and you know, I hope you liked the video there. Where we were heading over to what is it, Bunnin Chevrolet for lunch. And I was gonna wrap up the video there at the dealership, but then you know, I got to talking to my friends. It's a whole ball of wax. So you know, came home, and this is a whole nother day. And I was monkeying around with my guitar here. Yeah, I've been trying to practice. I'm trying to, you know, music is weird because it's like something that you got to keep doing like every day. Otherwise, you start getting rusty on stuff. And like I used to be very good at reading score music, you know, notes, not just tablature, but actual like, you know, the notes that you'd see, like, you know, traditional like piano players use and everybody else uses. Only guitar players really use tablature. But anyway, so I've been trying to practice, but you know, so many other things come up, and you know, anyway, that's what I was trying to do right now. And I said, oh, you know what? Why don't I do a little? This is how I'll end my video. I'll do a little. There's some other stuff I want to talk about, so I thought, okay, this would be a good place to put it. So, before I get into that, so I'm using this guitar strap here. This is just, you know, just FYI for you guys. And this is a very old strap. I've had this for years. I mean, probably, yeah, maybe even as far back as when could have been a late teenager. But I never liked this strap because it makes the guitar sit too high. And also I don't like that it's skinny back here. You see this? Skinny and fat here. So and I've stretched this thing out as far as you can go. So I bought a couple years ago, I bought this guitar strap, which I really like. But it's falling apart. Look, did you see that? I tried to put it on the guitar today, and everything's falling apart. This part right here, I don't know if you can see it. All right, here. Let me put the guitar down for a second. Ugh. Get that over there. Make this something. This thing here, can you see it? Right there. Yeah, broke. This thing is supposed to be like that. like that. And I don't know, it just broke. Look at that. And then this thing, you just saw this, it just came off. this thing just came off. So, I don't know, I guess that's the end of this guitar strap, which is too bad. It's a pretty, you know, I've always liked this guitar strap, but I guess the end has come. Well, you know, of course, it didn't last a lifetime. Take a look, my friends. Are you taking a look? It's made in China. China. So, yeah, I guess this wasn't going to last forever, unfortunately. Oh, well. I guess I'll have to visit Guitar Center and buy another strap. I do have other straps for my other guitars, but this was the strap for the classic Explorer. By the way, this is one of my older 1984 Explorer. Right here, 1984, look at that. Oh, hold on, my cords are all tangled up here. Yeah, come on. Look at that, 1984 classic Explorer. But it's all scratched up, beat up, you know. Yeah, it's seen better days as far as cosmetics, but it's probably my most heavy metal of all my guitars. I actually have a Gothic 2 Explorer, which has got active pickups, EMGs, but it doesn't have, that one it's heavy, but I don't know, for some reason this one with the active pickups just takes it to the next metal level. But anyway, so getting back to, what was I talking about? Oh, the ride. So went up to Bunnin there, checked out the cars, had lunch. I gotta tell you, it's a pretty good gimmick that those guys have a little, you know, kind of restaurant within their dealership. I mean, it's a good way to get people in. I was looking at their cars, as you could see. I even looked into that red Corvette that you saw earlier in the video, but they want like $30,000, and that car is like a 2000. I think it was a 2001, and they want $30,000 because it has low miles. That was like 17,000 miles. But you know, you got to be careful when you're looking at cars, my friends, because some people, they always look at, even motorcycles, you're always looking at miles, right? You're thinking, oh, it's got low miles, it must be great. But you have to look at the whole ball of wax. If a car or a motorcycle is like 20 years old and it's only got like 16,000 miles, you might think, well, that's great, it's practically a new car. But no, it's not. Because the rubbers and the seals and everything else has been aging. Yeah, the car might have been sitting in some garage somewhere, and that's why it has low miles. But when you actually get that car, you think, okay, now I'm going to drive it every day, and I'm going to floor it, and I'm going to take it on the freeway, and then all of a sudden you're going to have problems because all the rubber parts, and may not, they've all deteriorated. So now you're going to have to replace those things. So actually, sometimes a lower mile car or even a lower mileage motorcycle could actually not be such a great plan. So, you got to find that right balance when it comes to mileage. But anyway, I don't know if I'll ever buy a car anyway. I'm always looking at my money. I'm not a rich man, as you can tell, but we'll see. I did want to comment, though, since I got you guys' attention here. I'm going to do a little commentary part of this video. And I was looking at I know I got a lot of my viewers like to look at boots. So these are the new Wescos. One viewer has asked me to do a video where somebody polishes my boots. These are the new Wescos. I wouldn't have them polished because I like they're brand new and I like the way they're looking right now. But the old ones I could polish, I guess. And I will eventually get to that, to having that done in some video in the future. I haven't done it because I want to go to a motorcycle rally where I can have some cute girl or whatever polish the boot. I went to Sturgis a while ago and they did have someone polish the boot, but it was a guy and he didn't do a good job. So that was kind of a bummer. But I'm hoping the next motorcycle rally I go to, and I might be going to one in November, then I can have hopefully somebody cute polish this boot, and I can present that. So I haven't forgotten about the polish the boot thing for the viewer who wants me to polish or wants to see the boots polished. What else did I want to I was reading that Reddit, that app or website, the Reddit website, and there was a comment. This guy put a photo of himself in tall boots, and he said, "Oh, I always wanted to wear tall boots, but I was nervous about wearing these tall boots in public, blah, blah, blah. And what do you think?" And, I'll insert the picture here so you can see the picture for yourself because I downloaded it just so I could show you guys. And a lot of people criticized them. Some people were supportive, but a lot of people was like, it's too feminine. Oh, you guys shouldn't wear tall boots, blah, blah, blah. Don't tuck in your pants, all the usual baloney. But I looked at the picture, I thought, hey, the guy looks okay. I mean, you don't see his face, but the way the boots and everything, I thought it looks okay. I mean, it's not Wescos or Dainers or anything like that, but then, hey, it doesn't matter. You don't need to have Wesco or Dainer. But, I just thought it was interesting that this boot controversy of men wearing tall boots, even to this day, my biker friends, they see me in my tall boots almost every ride. The only time I don't wear my tall boots is if it gets super, super hot outside. If it gets super hot, then I'll wear my short Wescos, the 11 inchers. I'll wear those because that way I can be a little cooler when I ride. But when it's more or less winter, spring, I'm wearing my tall boots. But even so, people still got the little comments. And like I said in one of my other videos, when I went to the Mocha Museum, I still don't get it. It's just boots. It's like just boots. I mean, what if I wore a crazy t-shirt? People are going to say, oh man, that's a weird t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt, dude. These are just boots. So I don't know. But I do think that, it's good to have that, have a little style, and the tall boots give you that style. But I did want to make a comment because I thought, the reaction, I felt that guy should have gotten a lot more support. And there were some support, but a lot of people were just kind of like, oh, it's too feminine. It's, you don't look good. Those are ugly boots, blah, blah, blah. So, I always want to say to everybody, just buy the boots that you want to wear. Wear your boots with pride, my friends. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed or any of this kind of stuff. Most people don't care. Most people do not care what kind of boots or jacket or t-shirt you're wearing. And I mean, if it's something, you know, if your t-shirt's is something controversial or political or something, then yeah, maybe people might make a comment. But for the most part, nobody cares. So just wanted to say that. You know, one thing about the internet I find interesting is that, and you know, I'm sure this is not breaking news, but I've noticed on YouTube that there's a lot of channels that dedicate themselves to hatred. And what I mean about that is, like, I like to see movie reviews, television reviews, these kind of things. And there are some channels that every review is negative. I don't want to name names, but there's this one guy. I mean, every single one of his videos, he hates the movie or he hates the TV show. You name it, you know, a Star Wars show or a Star Wars movie, a superhero movie. Oh, sucks. This is the worst thing ever. This is going to bomb. One day I just had a curiosity. I looked through all his videos to try to find one video that was positive, that he said, oh, this is a great movie or this is a great show. And I did find one. The guy has like 18,000 videos and he had one positive. And what was that one? I think that was for the Deadpool movie. But anyway, I'm just saying, he's not the only one. But I've noticed many videos that are kind of negative, like Harley's going down, or Gibson guitars are lame, or, you know, I don't know, you name the subject, America's greatest days are over. Any of these kind of stuff, you know, they get a lot of views because people are like, oh yeah, America's over, yeah, Gibson guitars are lame, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't wear tall boots. Like, if I made a video going, don't wear tall boots, they're horrible, that'd probably get like 1 million views. Because, you know, people like to promote the negativity. But, you know, I don't know. I just think it's kind of, not that you can't be negative. I mean, of course, I've said, you know, if I think something is not good or I do a review on something, I don't think it's good, I'll make a comment. Like I did a review on AdTech boots. You know, they weren't very good boots, unfortunately. My Dainers that I used to have, you know, they tore on the side. I was very disappointed by that, and I'm not going to buy another pair of Dainers. I just not. So it's not like you can't say negative stuff, but I think you have to have a balance, you know, a little balance. So that's all I'm going to say. With that said, I'm always trying to be positive out here, my friends. And I hope you liked the video. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing next video. I'm always looking for something cool. I really want to take you guys out and see Los Angeles, see the sights again. I've been doing a lot of motorcycle stuff, but I want to move away a little bit from that for a bit. You know, I've been doing a lot of car shows. It seems like car shows are always, I like cars. What can I say? I like cars, I like motorcycles. And I like guitars, my friends, guitars. And I like boots, but for some reason there's no boot shows. Maybe I need to start a boot show where everybody comes out and wears boots, like a boot fashion show or something. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna just wrap up the video now. So until next time, my friends, you know, as always, stay positive, ride like the wind, and don't let that wind ride you. And I will catch you on the next one. See you then, my friends.